We're learning more about the circumstances surrounding the beheading of American journalist Steven Sotloff. His family now blames a member of a moderate rebel group for tipping off ISIS to his whereabouts after Sotloff crossed the border into Syria last August. Listen to what Sotloff's friend and family spokesman told CNN's Anderson Cooper.
He was sold at the border.
Yes, we believe that the so-called moderate rebels that people want our administration to support, one of them sold him probably for something between $25,000 and $50,000 to ISIS, and that was the reason that he was captured.
Shocking, right? Joining me now, CNN national security analyst and former CIA operative Bob Baer. Welcome.
Thanks.
So what do you make of that? These moderate rebels that some of our lawmakers want to arm sold Steven Sotloff to ISIS.
Well, Carol, exactly. That's the problem. There is no moderate in Syria. You know, what happens is a journalist arrives in Turkey, hooks up with one of these, the Free Syrian Army. They promise to protect him. They pay a $10 bribe, get him across the border, and immediately sell him. It's a fairly standard practice. They did it at Doctors Without Borders, a bunch of other aid groups. A lot of money is involved. These people are poor. They're refugees. It is a chaotic situation, a failed state. Call it what you will. But, you know, once you cross that border into Syria, you're free game.
Are there any rebels within Syria that the United States can trust?
None at all. If we were to give arms to the Free Syrian Army, they would sell them to ISIS, sell them to other groups that could even be worse if that's possible. Again, this is such a chaotic mess. There are no obvious solutions.
So what do you think the president will say tomorrow when he lays out his strategy to defeat ISIS in light of this?
Carol, I've never seen a bigger mess. Even Iraq, the Islamic State has been turned back in a couple villages, but the problem is it's Shia militias. These are the same militias that were killing our soldiers 5 or 6 years ago. In fact, one of them ambushed an American group in Karbala and executed 5 of them. That's the same group that's been fighting ISIS. So there are no natural allies, and the government in Baghdad is failed. There is no Iraqi army to retake the country. And frankly, Carol, I think we really have to entertain the possibility of partition of Iraq. I just don't see another solution.
Even boots on the ground?
No, we'd get eaten up in Syria, we'd get eaten up in Iraq. We don't have 500,000 troops to control that large area. I just don't think the American people will stand for it. I understand the air raids, that we have to hold back these people, that they are awful, that we should decapitate that organization, but we don't want American soldiers there, and I don't think, really seriously, the American people won't put up with it.
Bob Baer, thanks for your insight as always. I appreciate it. Still to cover the newsroom, another American infected with Ebola has just arrived back home.